How's it going, my friends? Welcome to another episode of General Hospital MV, my GH after show. There are two things that I especially want to get into today, but let's talk about some other stuff quickly first. After Tracy Quartermaine manages to get Dr. Finn back into General Hospital, she finds out from Hayden that he is dying. She then agrees to become Dr. Finn's drug mule, as she calls it. Hayden backed out because she's already in trouble with the feds, but she does seem to have someone in mind to help her out, as does Tracy. Tracy is going to use her connections to the mob to try and get him some drugs. As much as Tracy hates mobsters, she has been married to a few of them, both here on General Hospital and another soap opera called The City. Yes, she did play Tracy in more than one soap. GH is the original though. I wonder what connection she's gonna use. Another thing that happened this week is that Nina found out that Claudette was hired to Crimson Magazine. She ain't happy about it. She gets Curtis to snoop around in her past, but Maxie's already on it. Maxie made a plan that Nathan reluctantly takes Claudette out to lunch. While he does that, she goes into her room. Maxie stumbles upon the framed picture of Nathan and Claudette together, married in the park. I said it last week and I really have nothing else to add on to it. She is Lisa Niles. She's batshit crazy. Oh yeah, Franco and Liz scenes happened. Okay, so for the scenes that I actually want to talk about, Finola Hughes' last scene as Anna Devane for the summer. She's coming back. She gets to have that satisfaction of confronting Julian Jerome in his hospital bed, finally suffering the consequences of his actions. She really lays it into him, and then she leaves the room and she almost has a meltdown. She also says her goodbyes with Duke's son, but she is off to California to spend some quality time with Robin, Patrick, and Emma. Before I get into the second thing that I want to talk about, I want to address some rumors going on. There have been talks with Julian Jerome possibly having a mental disorder, DID. I don't know if it's true or not. I really hope it's not. For some reason, these split personality storylines seem to have a fan base, but I find them to be like the most ridiculous thing ever. I don't care what you call it, DID, like a mental breakdown, like I don't want to see it. I really don't. Kate and Connie. Connie was so extra, but apparently Kate was the alter. So, and then the whole Luke thing, don't even get me started. Ugh, the only thing good about that entire storyline was the 52nd anniversary episode, only because we got to see a lot of Luke Spencer's past, which was cool. But the thing that would piss me off the most if they do decide to do this DID thing with Julian is that it would just be a way to redeem him. What is it with GH's trend of trying to redeem the villains? Julian Jerome started as a villain, let him finish as one. I really don't get the show's trend with trying to redeem every single character that does bad things. Franco the serial killer gets like dismissed by a tumor that no one believes. Dr. Obrecht became the chief of staff of the hospital after holding a girl hostage for 2 years, not to mention putting a man in a coma, harboring a fugitive in the form of Faison. If the characters are gonna do bad things, let them suffer the consequences. Don't like twist and turn everything so that they can just get away with it. The only thing it does for me personally is frustrates me to no end. It like makes me roll my eyes. I roll my eyes when I see Franco, I roll my eyes when I see Obrecht. If I see the same thing happen to Julian, this is what's gonna happen. Alright, I'm cool. The thing I actually want to talk about the most this week is the character of Theo. He shows up on Cassadine Island, says that he is a fisherman. We, the audience, discover right away that he is definitely a Cassadine. He has a Cassadine crest on his arm. This is a tattoo that says mom on it with a heart. Don't judge me. It's not official yet, but I think we can safely say that there is a very good chance that this is gonna be Valentin Cassadine. Anyone who follows me on Tumblr knows that I have been waiting for this moment for like 7 years. 2009, there was a storyline that hit the ground running about Helena Cassadine being held hostage in her own compound, bedridden, on her deathbed. She was definitely fearing for her life. She tried calling Nicholas for help, but the nurse was like hanging up on her. She told Luke about Valentin that he was Mikos' son, another bastard as she worded it. She announces that this man, Valentin, wants revenge on both the Cassadine family and the Spencer family, that he is a threat to both of them, and that he must be stopped. And then the story dropped. Why? Franco. He kept this Theo persona up most of the week. We were catching the like evil-faced glimpses of him, but Jason, Sam, Ava, and Nicholas weren't really catching on. Once the storm that they were all caught in passed, he was gonna go back onto his boat. Meanwhile, Laura had found out through Spencer that Nicholas was alive and made her way to Cassadine Island to find him. She had told Lulu and brought Lulu and Dante with her. Kevin followed. He used deductive reasoning to find out where she would be. He literally crossed the world for Laura, you guys. But not just to follow her though, he still has news for her from Lloyd and Lucy Johnson, who apparently sent Laura a picture of the Ice Princess. It's back again, you guys. And also sand, apparently. I'm not sure why. So either way, whether Laura realized that Nicholas was alive or not, she probably would have ended up on Cassadine Island for one reason or another. They all show up to the Cassadine compound. Lulu hugs Nicholas and then punches Nicholas and then hugs Nicholas because she's just happy her brother is alive again. Dante is ready to take hold of the whole Nicholas-Jason situation, bring Nicholas back, bring Jason back, says the charges will be dropped since Nicholas is obviously alive. And they all just go back to Port Charles, right? Wrong. Theo comes back in and holds them all at gunpoint. I'm just sitting there like, let's get this Cassadine storyline started! I need to see Valentin in action. If he is not Valentin, I will kill you! Just kidding, but just make him Valentin, okay? And nobody gets hurt. Am I the only one that is excited for this? Like, I love the Cassadines. I have always loved the Cassadines. The only thing I'm worried about with the story is that it's just gonna be weird because, like, the two leads of the Cassadine storylines for the past, like, 3 decades are gone. Luke is not on the show. Helena is technically dead. So I don't know, like I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this storyline. That about wraps it for me for General Hospital this week. It was kind of like a slow week. So it wasn't like the most exciting, but the Cassadine storyline kind of had me hooked. What do you guys think of General Hospital this week? Let me know in the comments, let me know on my Tumblr. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more General Hospital MV videos. I put them out every Sunday. I will catch you guys next week.